Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So it's been 3 weeks since I haven't been posting, but February was a rough month with a lot of things that's been happening. My dad got sick, then the whole house got sick, then I got into a car accident, but I'm okay, and so is my father, thanks God. But I did also start filming a Draw My Life video, which will be right here. And you know, I thought about it and I was like, I'm not a good drawer. Me drawing stick figures, it's not okay. Then I was like, oh, I can just post pictures. Like, I can put a picture of me coming out the hospital, or I can do this picture of me 1 year old. But then I was like, that's also a lot of work, and it probably would take a little bit longer. So I was like, maybe I should do when I have more time on my hands. And I do have more time on my hand coming this March, so I may film it and then actually post it. Might keep the beginning of the video because I do like it, so we'll see about that. But I'm gonna like let you guys know exactly what this video is about, so you guys can know. Do you know what I'm saying? So today's video is going to be basically the amount of times that I got pulled over by cops because of the way I look. And by that I mean I look very young for my age. People do not think or believe that I'm going to be 23 in May. So I get like a lot of like, it's kind of difficult for me to do certain things because they was like, well, can we see your ID? And then they start thinking that my ID is fake. But I'm going to basically tell you guys at least the 3 times that I got pulled over by a cop because they didn't think I was of age to be driving. So without further ado, let's just get into the first time that I got pulled over by a cop was when I first started college, and I was 18, 19 years old, and I believe, was it a fall? I went into fall, right? Yes, I started in the fall semester of college. So I had my windows rolled up and I was on my way home, and you know, I'm like 20 minutes away from my house, and you know, I'm in the middle lane. I'm not in the fast lane, I'm not in the slow lane, I'm in the middle lane where it's going like, you know, the speed limit. So there's a cop on my left hand side, and I could see him like keep like looking at me because we were like in a, not like in a, it wasn't standstill traffic, but it was like traffic. So I would like look to my side and I would see the cop staring hard at me, and I was like, oh my God, why is there a cop staring at me? This is like, I started freaking out, and I was just like, I'm gonna end up like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm scared, I'm freaking out, I don't know what to do, oh my God. And I was telling this to myself, and you know, I had lowered my music because on my steering wheel you can lower, you can raise the volume, you can change the radio station and everything. So I lowered the volume, and I was like, oh my God, I'm scared. Should I call my mom and tell, like, listen, I'm driving, there's a cop next to me, I don't know what to do. But you know, the cop slowed down and he went behind me. So I was like, shit, here it comes, here it goes, I don't know what I'm about to do. So the cop puts his siren on and the lights and everything, and I was like, oh my God. So I signaled to go to my right lane, and you know, the cop gets in the right lane, he lets me get into the right lane, and then I go off to the far end of the right lane where you can like emergency stop. So I'm like freaking out, and I had like, my leg is like shaking and bouncing up and down, and I was like, oh my God, that's it, I don't know what to do. Put my car in park, and the cops come both on one side, and the cop on my left hand side knocks on my window, and I lower the window, and I was like, hi officer, and he was just like, how old are you? And I was like, I'm 18. And he was like, can we see your license and registration? And I was like, yeah. So I gave him my license and registration, knowing that my record is clean because I haven't been to jail. I just started driving, so I'm a new driver. Like, new beginners, like, they drive very cautious. So that's what I was doing. So of course, the cop that was on the right hand side knocks on the window, and I lower my window, and you know, she was a lady, and she was like, are you okay? And I was like, this is the first time that I'm getting pulled over. Like, I was doing nothing wrong. And she goes, you just look very young to be driving. Don't worry, if your record is clean and you have no records, you'll be fine. So I was like, I'm clean, I have nothing. And you know, this is my first time getting pulled over, and I was trying to like talk to her, but I was like still freaking out, and I was kind of scared. So she was like, okay, it's gonna be fine, relax and breathe. So the cop was coming back, and he was like, here you go, you're fine, you're good to go. And the cop was like, the lady cop was like, you know, you're the first person to pull her over. And I was like, I have to log this in my book. And then he was like, ha ha ha, enjoy the rest of your evening. So okay, thank you, bye. So that was the first time of me getting pulled over by a cop. Now the second time of me getting pulled over by a cop, it was kind of different because it was like both male cops, and they were just jumping down my throat. I was literally around the block by my house, and I was coming from work. It was afternoon, and I was coming home from work during the summer. And, you know, again, I got pulled over by cops. And it was two male cops, and they both end up walking, one on each side. I lower my driver's window, and I was like, hello, officer. He was like, you look too young to be driving. Can we see your license and registration? And, you know, I gave him my license and registration. He looks at it. He goes, is this fake? And I was like, no. And he was like, this looks fake. And I was like, it's not fake. You're the second cop to put me over saying that I do look young to be driving. But I'm not. And this was when I was 20. So literally 2 years ago. And, you know, the cop was like, well, stay here, I'll be back. I was like, okay. So at this point, I wasn't as scared as I was the first time. But so I wasn't as scared, and I was like, you know what? I don't have a record. I know that I'm fine. I have no tickets. I have nothing. So the cop goes and he checks it. He goes, okay, sorry, here you go. You're fine. It was an actual license. And I was like, yes, I know. Nova? And I was like, yes, I know. He was like, I'm sorry. Just have a good day. And I was like, okay. So I got home and I told my parents. And they started laughing. They're like, you know, you have to get used to it because that's exactly what's going to start happening to you. And I was like, I know. I already know. Now, the third time happened when I just turned 22. And I was... and I was taking... Where was I? I was coming home from a friend's house. And this was during the spring because my birthday was in spring. So, yeah. It was in May. I just turned 22 like 2-3 days ago. And a cop pulls me over. It was an undercover cop. And, you know, just left her house. And, you know, I was like, great, this is going to be wonderful. This is great. So the cop goes, ma'am, can I please see your license? And I was like, you think I'm young to be driving? He was like, yes, you do look very young to be driving. So can we please just see your license? So, of course, I gave him my license. I gave him my registration, everything. And he runs it through the system. He sees that my record is clean. And I have nothing to worry about, of course. So then he goes, yeah, you're fine. We're sorry we pulled you over. I'm like, this is the third time that it happened. I'm getting so used to being pulled over. I'm about to get a sticker that says I've been pulled over by cops because of the way I look. I look very young. And he laughed about it. He was like, well, enjoy the rest of your day. I'm sorry that I pulled you over. And I was like, it's fine, thank you. And that was it. That was like, it was so easy. 1, 2, 3. This cop didn't give me no complications, no nothing. So I was really excited about that part. So that was it. Those are the 3 times that I've gotten stopped by cops because of my looks, because I look very young to be driving and I look really short to be driving. But I hope you all have an amazing, happy, blessed day. Enjoy the month of March. I hope it blesses you all. Don't forget to remember peace, love, and happiness. Stay true to yourself. And yeah, bye guys.